Dear friend, hi, how you doing? I'm so glad to see you again on my channel. So today I'll show you how I was able to earn $1,500 in about just 20 minutes. And of course I will explain everything in detail. So watch this till the end, it will be very interesting. And now let's move on to PocketOption and let's get started. On the screen we can see a chart of quotations of the exchange trade currency pair Euro-Swiss franc, but we don't have any indicators. Let's install them. Let's choose the catalog channel and the stochastic oscillator. I want to note that right away that I do not change the indicator setting and leave the standard ones. Like the catalog channel, you can see them now. In stochastic 2, all values are standard. Charts of several the currency pairs are also open, on which we will look for the best entries into transactions. The trading strategy is very simple. We are looking for a breakout or rebound from the upper or lower boundary of the catalog channel with simultaneous penetration of the 80 or 20 level at stochastic, respectively. And so I waited for the proper signal and opened a deal to increase by $300 for 1 minute. I'll explain everything to you now. We see how the blue stochastic line broke through the level 20 from the bottom up. Thus, it has left the oversold zone and is already signaling a possible increase in the price of this currency pair. But that's not all. We can see on the chart that there is a rebound from the lower boundary of the catalog channel, and it's still ongoing. Thus, we have two signals from the indicators we use about the same thing, about a possible increase in quotations. And now what's left for us? It's only right to wait a little while watching the deal. I think I've shown you a very simple way to analyze before making a decision. It's great when you are not in a hurry and you can choose the perfect entry point. And look, our deal is over and we've earned $276. Great. Let's move on. Now I switch to another pair. I also see the right signal there and I open a $300 short trade for 1 minute. Here the situation is the opposite. The price broke through the lower boundary of the catalog channel from top to bottom while I waited for the opening of a new candle. So the price fixed below the catalog channel, and this was the first signal of a possible decline in quotations. Next, stochastic its lines recently also broke through the 80 level from top to bottom and continued to decline. So which is the second signal of a possible price reduction? Again, the puzzle turned out as we wanted. By the way, I want to remind you of that on my Telegram channel I trade with my partners in voice chat in real time and also run marathons to disperse the deposit from $150 to $50,000, so you have the opportunity to join us. Please write me in Telegram. I'll be waiting. And now the deal has expired and our profit is now equal to $270. You can see that from the profit of our currency pair is different, so the profit is different. Let's go ahead and open a $300 reduction deal for 1 minute for the Euro-US dollar pair. The situation is very similar to the previous one, but I'll still show you what I was focusing on. Look, the price breaks through the upper boundary of the catalog channel from top to bottom and continues to decline. This is the first signal of a possible decline in quotations. But look at such a moment, since the breakdown is going against the conditional trend, which is now ascending, when I made the decision to enter the trade after some correction of the candle. While the second signal, it's absolutely the same. The stochastic lines broke through the 80 level from top to bottom, leaving the overbought zone and also continue to decline. This is a classic signal of a possible price reduction. I can also tell you about stochastic signals such as the intersection of its lines. But more on that later, because our deal was completed and the trade balance was replenished only by $258, which in principle is also not bad. So we trade further. Another trade is open for a decrease of $300 for 1 minute. This time I didn't follow the signals, although they were just on the rise of quotations, and that's why I didn't go. If this is not the first time you watched my video, when you should remember that the indicators do not give 100% correct signals, and sometimes they're wrong. And now I saw that the price has approached the conditional resistance level, which has already tested and from which it eventually rebounded here and here. And if so, it's unlikely that the price will be able to gain a foothold above the level now. Let's wait, but in the meantime, I'll tell you about stochastic signals. So if the blue line crosses the red line and in the direction from bottom to top, this is a signal to increase the price, and if the opposite direction, to decrease. But remember, there are also false signals, and now look, the deal is over and we have another $258 in our pocket. I was right. We switch to the Canadian dollar Japanese yen pair. I see that there's almost no signal from stochastic. The lines are intertwined with each other. Look at the high volatility of this pair, but when I saw a signal from stochastic and I opened a $300 short trade for 1 minute, even if it's a little bit, its blue line has fallen down, which can be conditionally defined as an intersection with the red one, and now we have the first signal to lower the quotes. Next, we'll look at the kettle channel. The price pushed off from its upper limit at this point, after which it gradually began to decline, and this was just the second signal for a downgrade deal. Due to the very large price change within one candle or minute, whichever you prefer, I haven't entered into a deal before. After all, there was simply no signal from stochastic, wherefore the risk of loss was high. So when trading on a real account, always be as collected and attentive as possible. By the way, friend, I have promo codes for you that will give 50% to your deposit when replenishing. Write to me in Telegram, absolutely free or of charge, and if of course you'll need them. And now look, the deal is over and another $255 is being sent to our pocket. Everything is going well. Again, we turn to the Euro-Swiss franc pair. On the contrary, its volatility is minimal. Let's try to understand what can happen here. After a new candle appears, I open a $300 short trade for 1 minute. Look what I noticed that time. Since the price changes within a minute are minimal, the quotes are inside the kettle channel and there is an obvious sideways movement, in other words, a flat. At the same time, the upper boundary of the channel can be called the conditional resistance level and the lower one respectively as support level. So the sideways movement is characterized by the price moving up and down. And as you can see on the chart, the price was just at the upper limit of the channel, respectively, with a high probability it can go down. At the same time, the stochastic lines were moving downwards, giving a signal of a possible price decrease, and it turns out that the downside signals coincide. I think you figure out how to find the signals. By the way, the completion of the transaction is not certain. Nevertheless, our profit here amounted to $216. The profit is only 72%. This concludes the trading session and let's consider its results. And the results are not so bad. We earned $1,533 net profit after 6 successful transactions. So I wish you to see for yourself that it's not difficult to earn money here. At the end of this video, I'd like to say to you, my friend, directly, and I want to express my gratitude to you for watching this video till the very end. So I'm grateful to those people who write comments under my videos and like them and active. So I see that there is a real return in what I do and what I share. Also, friend, if you like this video, please leave your reaction. For example, like, comment. I will be very grateful to you. Because for me, this is a great signal to continue making cool content. And for today, I'm saying goodbye and see you again in the next video. Bye.